Watch and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I'm hoping to make a really quick video about Otto von Schirach's 2008 album, Oozing Bass Spasms. Now I'm not really big into Otto stuff. I find that sort of like Miami thing he's got going, it doesn't really work for me. And I also don't love how hyper-sexualized his stuff is. It's like for every sex joke or musically based sex joke that lands, there's 10 that don't. And I just find his stuff to be too, it's just trying too hard to just throw the word orgasm or sperm or some shit or some sort of STD or STI or something in at every possibility. Like, I mean, this is like all like Miami bass, IDM infused sort of breakcore, drill and bass, drum and bass, and it's fun, but my problem with Otto stuff usually is that it's just not melodic enough. It's not catchy enough. For every Her Blood is Poison or Dance Like a Hoe, there's a dozen songs that just feel sort of more clever than catchy. It's as if the songs are just, they exist for the sole purpose of showing you how smart they are. And I don't really care about that shit myself. I just find I want like my breakcore to be catchier. I want it to be more fun. When I think of like old sort of like IDM / breakcore, all that shit, when I think of records that have grabbed me forever, I think of like the RDJ album, or I think of Square Push, no, a number, Hard Normal Daddy from Square Pusher, or I think of Detrimentalist and the Venetian Snares. But then the rest of it, just especially from this era, say the early 2000s to the late 2000s, the stuff is just too disconnected. From song to song, its focus isn't on melody and rhythm. Its focus is on destroying the song, and then in Otto's case, tossing in a bunch of awkward sex shit. Like, I mean, I love Dance Like a Hoe, but I just don't like the title, and I don't like how it repeats that over and over again, because I'm just tired of that in music. But it is a really fun song, and Zombie Halloween is a fun song too, and like I said a minute ago, Her Blood is Poison is really fun. But then the rest of the record, it just feels like a lot of forced sex music, and it just doesn't hit for me. It just feels too disconnected. It's not catchy enough. None of it's nearly as memorable as Dance Like a Hoe, and then boom, the record's gone. And I don't even like the artwork. So I'm guessing Otto von Schirach, assuming I'm pronouncing his name right, I'm guessing his stuff just isn't for me. Because I've heard this and Supermeng, and I didn't like Supermeng or Supermenge or whatever the fuck it's called. I didn't like that record either. So I'm just thinking his stuff isn't for me. But Dance Like a Hoe, Her Blood is Poison, and Zombie Halloween are incredibly fun. And that's where I'm leaving it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 3 minutes while I attempted to say something smart about Otto von Schirach's 2008 album, Oozing Bass Spasms. See, I mean, why does everything have to be tied into some sort of orgasm? It's just so boring. But anyways, if you like this record or you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But most importantly, please don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you're in it. I'm gonna go. Have a good night.